Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. I'd consider joining up myself.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Cross the bridge at your own peril.
Hey, this is no
The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entrance.
It's fucking freezing.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and
If this snow
arcane
gets any
knowledge.
thicker, we won't be able to see 3 feet ahead.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
It's so snowy.
Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you
This is
offer the
what
college?
you don't invade
Not just
Skyrim.
anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter. A small test, if you will. You know, I think you're right. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls.
Never thought I'd find myself within these walls. This place is more impressive than the Blue Palace. The Great Collapse was decades ago. Could fix that damn bridge already.
No matter what, the college will endure. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? There's nothing more I can teach you. Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single... Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. I dare say you've learned all I can teach you.
A snowflake.
But
Look,
that doesn't mean there isn't more out there. Over the years, I've heard things. Powerful magics lost to the ages, incredible spells that only the most skilled mages can master. This is the only thing I've ever found. I think it's better off in your hands. Mirabelle will be waiting for you. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find that Balmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with... You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you. There's nothing more I can teach you. I need some more supplies. Can you help out with that? I'm running low on 10 more would keep me stocked for a bit.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
My friend, I feel strange. My mind is vibrating in my skull. It feels like it is at the end of a hook. I do not know. Wait, the sensation is receding. That was horrible. I'm okay. I have no idea what it was. All of a sudden there was a bright flash, and it felt like my mind was being pulled out of my ears. Do not worry about me, my friend. Let us get back to it.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
Of course. I mean, I hope they're not actually waiting for me, per se, but I'm sure my parents will be glad to have me back when this is all over.
I was not talking about your parents.
No? Then what did you mean?
I meant, do you have a partner?
Oh, I see. Well, yes, we're all partners here, aren't we? Partners in crime.
And now you are being deliberately obtuse.
And you are being nosy.
Hey, fair enough. You are a man of many mysteries, Lucien.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying...
We're having a
the
lesson?
first thing to understand is
Already?
that magic is,
How
by its very
exciting!
nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Not going to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Huh? It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. You already know all that I know. So you wish to master the arcane arts. At this very moment? No. However, well, I've been working on something. An improvement on the Ebony Flesh spell. I've made progress, but then hit a snag. I think perhaps you could help. I need dragon scales, and not just any dragon scales. As I've said, I made some progress using the essence of dragon scales, but they're just not quite potent enough. My knowledge of Skyrim's history is far from complete, but I did some research and discovered two things. First, there are ancient references to dragon heart scales. What little I could learn suggests they may be what I need. Second, There are stories of a dagger called Calvozine's Fang, said to be sharp enough to carve individual scales off a dragon. First, you'll need to retrieve the dagger, then use it to carve a few scales off a dragon. Presumably a deceased one. That would be wonderful. I'll be sure and have everything ready. This is exciting, isn't it? Not much, I'm afraid. It was named They were said to be quite fond of ritual sacrifices. So fond, in fact, that way it was all... Perhaps not the brightest spot in Skyrim's history, eh?
Your classes weren't really what I was expecting. Tolfdir talking about caution and control.
I wasn't expecting to explore a Nordic ruin
Wards
so soon
and
after joining the college.
I figured lessons might be more about... The long and short of it, yeah. That's probably lessons 2 and 3. So I thought, the first city established by men in Tamriel. I can't believe they actually found it. Well, it's not the first ruin we've delved into. Who knows what was left behind there?
The people of Winterhold are cold and stubborn as the lands they're born to. My kind of people, to own the truth. Aye.
I'd love to learn that ward spell Tolfdir was teaching us about. If you've got a copy of the spell tome I could see. Let's get moving.
You want to talk? This is a beautiful building, and not as cold as I thought it would be. It doesn't matter how long I spend here. I will never master magic of any kind. You will make quite a name for yourself here. This place suits you. Let us go.
For your help, I'm sending word to the orc strongholds that you're to be trusted. You should be welcome there now. The most well-known stronghold is Dushnik Jarl. Here, I'll mark it down for you. If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, His writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. Until next time.
If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. How quickly you've advanced. Most impressive. There are spells yet to be learned. Powerful spells that can more closely and more permanently bind creatures to your will. But there are risks. There are always risks. You must summon and command an unbound Remora. I will teach you the spell to summon the Remora, but know that it will only work in a place properly prepared for the event. Once you have summoned the Remora, you will order it to deliver to you a sigil stone from an Oblivion Gate. Once I have a sigil stone, I shall inscribe the spells that you seek. If only that were true. Summoning an unbound Remora is not like other conjuration spells. It will not simply do your bidding. You must first prove you are in control. Here is the spell you need. Go to the top of the Hall of Attainment. I have prepared a place for you there. All right then.
You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible, or at least transparent. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? There may be a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing. Very well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you... Return the gloves to me when you have... Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences. Use the gloves to clear the focal points. Return to me when you have... You have gone beyond my teachings, which is quite a feat. I did not think it possible. But there is always more to learn. I believe you are ready for the next step. Knowledge of truly powerful illusion spells is here at the college, but it is hidden from those who might misuse it. I shall teach you a spell to discern things hidden from others. With it, you will be able to acquire the texts you need. Bring all 4 to me, and I shall use them to inscribe the spells for you.
Not as dumb as you look. Until next time.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good, good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Take a look. Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. There's nothing more I can teach you. Until next time.
serve no mortal! You need to...
Thirsty for blood.
To toy with. No, I submit. No more. What is your bidding? Yes, my lord. Summon me again, and I shall have your stone. Less than pleased at its loss. Your sigil stone, Lord Dagon, is less than pleased at its loss.
Careful there, friend.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. Mine? Oh, no. The stone is yours. I simply need to borrow it for a moment. Now, let's see what there is to see. That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding. I have the knowledge I need. And so you may have your stone back. And also, please, take this. You have done well.
Yes? All right.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Best not go wandering east of the city. Bandits been seen around Broken Helm Hollow.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara. Good journey, my child.
Need something? This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denya Balu or Maramal. They should be back shortly. You're welcome to wait here if you like. Until next time.
What do you need? Perhaps I should practice with an arming.
Nothing much I want to share.
Gods, forgive me for what I have done. Give me the strength to repay my debts in this life. What is on your mind? Who made the gods, I wonder? No one ever told me a satisfactory answer. No, my mind is a song without words right now.
This armor is in spectacular condition. The Dwemer really built things to last. Let's get moving.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Be careful.
Are you the one sent by Mara? I prayed to Mara and she spoke to me in a dream. She said a stranger would appear to help me.
Nothing like a good thunderstorm.
Is that you? My parents are being impossible. Bassianus wants to marry me, and I think I love him. But he wants to move to Riften afterwards, and my father won't allow it. He only cares about this stupid town. But Bassianus makes me happier than anyone ever has. My mother's not any help either. I don't want to choose. They're
I
both
wonder
so
if we
amazing.
should get some shelter. Wait out this rain.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here. Oh my. Probably something about the men. We all wish we had her problems. I don't tell my husband, but I don't have any problem with Bassianus. Even if it means her leaving Iverstead, I want Fastred to be happy. If they just snuck out of town together, I could manage my husband. Bassianus is still so terrified of Yofthor. If he knew that I'd keep him from hunting the poor boy down, he'd take Fastred to Riften without a second thought. Let him know that I'll watch out for them. Just want my daughter to be happy.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
My daughter's driving me crazy, so forgive me if I'm a bit on edge. I'm sure I know what this is about. She thinks she's in love with Bassianus and wants to leave town. With him. Let me tell you how I see it. Until a few months ago, the girl was head over heels for Klimek. Wouldn't stop talking about him. Now, if I thought she was really in love with Bassianus, that would be one thing. But she's a child. It will pass. Look around here. There's not much left. Used to be a good-sized town, but folks have been moving to Riften for a while now. If all the young people leave, what happens to Iverstead? You know how children are. Her fancies change with the moon. And like always, the boy lacks any kind of spine. He'll need some convincing. A little push and this would all be simpler. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead? Oh, my love. How I long to take her away from all of this. Why did Boti send you to me? I always had a feeling she liked me. More than that brute Yofthor, at least. Yofthor. What about him? He'll come after us and it will be unpleasant. She would. If she's willing to deal with him, then everything would be all right. I'll go speak to Fastred, post-haste.
Those bears are making Miss Temba so angry. I hope you can do something about them. Hello, my friend. What can I do for you on such a fine day? My father taught me an important lesson many years ago. He said, Gwilyn, you have the whole world before you. Go out and experience it. Be whatever you want to be. So I took his advice, and here I am. This life might not look like much to you, but I'm content. And isn't that all that matters? Have yourself a great day.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
To Riften, my pet. How you'll adore the city.
Oh, and to be with you.
I'll make the preparations immediately.
It's a fine day with you around.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. How wonderful. Like the sea, their love roils and swells, but brings life and nourishment to all. I see you are eager to carry the light. As you venture, Mara fills my mind ever more with visions of love in peril. Embers lie nestled in stone, needing only fuel to bloom a flame that will warm all around them. Go to Markarth. There you'll find Calcelmo, wise, acid, and reclusive. Help him to emerge and state his intentions. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants.
My toe!
What am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing the stall, and that's fine.
You want to give up now, out of fear? Is that what we're going to teach our daughters?
Watch your back around here. The Silver Road to the real Lord Markarth.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken duels.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First you take away Taos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Lucien cell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Yes, their history and culture is all around. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once. Leaving behind, I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Feline quite a bit. You know Feline? Well, suffice to say she is resplendent, but not without resolve. Striking in all... The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start... I could never hope to approach her. That's the trouble. I know Feline from the keep, but I have no idea what sorts of... It's not a simple matter. I could offend her fairly easily by bringing up the wrong subject. I've seen it happen before. There is one, Ingvar. He's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Feline is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Chuan cell. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Let me guess. You need a drink. Is the silver blood in?
You don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises? It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned. Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has.
That's what they say about this place. Charming, isn't it?
I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have...
That man bloody enough for you, outsider? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you. Doesn't. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. What? Why? Are you interested?
Markarth does seem to roll off the tongue better, don't you think?
Calcimo, is he interested in Faline? That slut. Good for him. For the both of them. Between you and me, she could use a bit of warmth. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Faline likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Rorikstead. I can change it to be about Faline, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just take this directly to Faline. Wouldn't want the old ice brain stumbling over the words.
Something on your mind? Excellent. What shall we work on this time? Ah, the mysterious ways of the illusionist. Certainly worthy of study. Pick a card. Any card. No, not that card. This one. Is this your card? What do you mean, no? On we go.
Something troubling you? It is quite a sight, this place, but would I live here? No. In such a cold environment, it pays to keep the ceilings low to conserve heat. Maybe you should tell someone. Okay, let us get back to it.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Pardon me? I'm not sure what this is all about. This is lovely. Calcelmo wrote this? About me? I never knew he had such feeling in him. Clearly, I've never even thought of him in that manner. I wish that I was as skilled with words as he. Here, take in this letter. I may not be as eloquent as he is, but I hope he understands.
I have things to study. What is it? This is more than I could have hoped for. Have you really done this for me? I have to see her. Please excuse me.
What? Oh, goodbye.
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves. Understand?
Faline,
Shh. It's all right. You don't need to say any more. I had no idea you were so nuanced.
I love you.
So I hear. Come here, you.
All Dwarven City.
Travel southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold. Conjure me up a warm bed. Up around the old Dutch. Or Kalkum mine.
Lady Mara bids you well. What is it you seek, my child? The goddess smiles at your efforts, child. You have seen the young, fickle love of youth and helped a more seasoned. There is one final aspect we wish for you to explore. For a strong love can withstand storms and even survive death. Take this symbol of Mara. She will guide you to the wandering souls of two whose love was so great that their entwinement binds them to this world. May you carry the warmth of Mara to all corners of the frozen wastes.
That cave could make good shelter, provided we clear it up. Ha! Here we go. Problem solved.
Years like this.
I'm searching for my Fenric. He was marching with Yukos men, who they say were wiped out here. I've turned over everybody, though, and I can't find him. Please help me look. He has a bright red beard and hair. Are you a fool? Look at the bodies around you, even if... Come, help me. He must be here somewhere.
Rookie? Where is she? We're expected to fight there tomorrow. Joker elected to camp here for the night. I don't like it, though. If she's come this far from home, it must be important. Lead on. I just need to report back to camp by sunrise.
Fenric, you're alive.
Of course I am. What brings you here?
Whoever commissioned that monument was really overcompensating for something. I came to find you.
But that battle isn't expected until tomorrow. Rookie, what's going on?
I'm so confused. What's happening?
It doesn't matter. I'm here. We're together now. And we will be forever.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. Your efforts have helped illuminate the entire province. I trust by now you've achieved a higher... Carry the blessings of Mara with you so the rest of the province may shine with her glories. What do you need, my friend? Riften is drowning in a sea of sin and wickedness, and it's my personal mission to let everyone know that the warmth of Mara can see them through. All I need is a messenger to bring her words to these poor souls by distributing these missives. Oh my, how wonderful! Lady Mara will be so... Here you are. Now make sure you give out every single one. We can't afford to let even one lost soul stray from her warmth. Almost anyone in Riften is in dire need of those missives. Speak to them, child. A word of advice. Keep away from the keep and the city guards. They follow their own path and have already forsaken her. You represent Mara now. Set an example for all.
Yes. Aye.
Speak to me. If you need anything else, just ask.
What is it?
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
People of Riften.
Yes, boss?
Heed my words. The return of the dragons
I'll
is
be
not
right
mere
here.
coincidence. This is one
I
of the
am here
signs.
for you.
The signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation.
Of course.
Put
What
down
do you
your
want to
flagons
know?
filled with your vile liquids.
Good
and
idea.
embrace the
You
teachings
should
of the
take a
handmaiden
break
of
too.
time.
You deserve it.
What's on your mind?
No.
What do you need?
Talked about this. Talon?
Kira,
About time we
certainly
stop
we've
for a
come to
drink.
Some sort of an
First round's on
understanding.
me.
These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough.
I wonder when they last cleaned their mugs here.
There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Never done an honest work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, hey lad?